All right. How's everybody doing here? It is 12:22. We got 8 minutes to the bottom of the hour here. We're gonna get a flip. What do we got? We talked about this morning, right? Diamonds should continue to lead the way, and that is definitely what's going on. All right. So, taking the SPY and the Qs along for the ride today as well. All right. So, kind of a little bit of a party here on Wall Street to say the least. All right, we're back up to 494 handle now on the diamonds, and we're still not happy. We're not happy till we get 50,000. All right, so this is another nice move towards that goal. All right, so 7 minutes coming down to the bottom of the hour. What's been moving the markets? Well, energy has been the big talk, right? All this business going on with other countries, and so and what do we got? We got crude down, all right, because as he wants to keep the price of gasoline down. So you got. I'm looking at energy here. There's a hell of a lot more red now than there is green. Really, the only ones that are up are the drillers. Chevron has been holding up fairly decent in the nuclears. All right, the nuclears are holding up pretty nice across the board. You got Exxon is negative, Halliburton's negative, OIH is way back down again this morning. Valero backing off here down $1.83. Chevron, the biggest loser here, down $7. All right, so Constellation Energy Group, MPC, all of them in the red. All right, so there's a few names that are moving. Again, I think they're tied into some natural gas, and we're tied in with these Oklahomas and the VSTs and the BTUs and CCJ. That's another one. So those are kind of the ones that are tied into nuclear. So they're having a better day, but energy falling off. All right, and he wants energy. He wants the price of oil lower. Okay, fighting inflation of sorts. All right, so two down on the day here now on the Yuko, looking for that 2-2 back down possibly tomorrow. All right, so the good thing is that you know we won't have to drill our oil. We'll just drill theirs. All right, so that's kind of how it's going to go. So we'll see how that transpires. Again, let a month go by, let a couple months go by. Let's see how this thing starts to shake out. All right, so a little too quick to join to see what the hell's going to happen with all of this business. All right, so energy, like I said, kind of falling off there, and diamond's still holding up pretty well. Well, who's picking up the slack today? Healthcare. All right, we did not have healthcare the last couple of days, and they have really joined the party. I'm gonna fly through some names on these and take a look here. ISRG, your biggest winner today. Trade up $24.46 in Intuitive Surgical. Nice move to the upside. Got the week up, got the month, everything. Full time frame continuity. I'd say some exhausted risk is in there. I think all of these are, guys, as I say these out. Lily's having a good day today. Lily. All right. Lily is stuck inside the day here. It's up 15 bucks. It's only up 1.4%, but you got a 3-1 here on the day now, so we're going to wait to see how that shakes out. I saw Merck was a little bit better today. I like Merck. I think Merck gets better. Got up to 110.17. I'd like to see that thing get back up before the day ends and see if that thing can get moving back up on our dailies. All right, we're just looking at dailies right now. All right, so there's your Merck. I mean, there is a plethora of names to the upside. ELV got the McKesson is up here. I love this Thermo TMO. Kind of bringing it back in a little bit here as we get closer to the flip here at 12:30, right? And then we got 2.5 hours left, and the futures are still holding up pretty good. All right, so I'm going to go through the futures last. Timo, there you go with the Thermo Fisher. Nice move to the upside. United Healthcare is up $7. All right, so everybody's on the green on healthcare. There's your bios. Greg. How's your bios? How's your portfolio, Greg? All right, BIIB there. Amgen is up today. Really nice. Amgen. It was an inside day. It got out. That was pretty impressive. All right, and Humana as well. All right, so Humana, the insurers are much better. I like that Gilead too. I like that GILD. That thing fell off a little bit, but I like the GILD. I think that one's better. Okay, there's your GILD. Abbott is trying to fight back a little bit, and then Pfizer kind of gave up a lot, coming back down on Pfizer here. Okay, all right. So healthcare is picking up where energy has fallen off. And it's a nice way for it to come in here, right? Cigna is still positive, but it's only up 30 cents. So some of the insurers are good, and some of the insurers are a little sketchy. So just so you know that, all right. But that is what's given us the umph. That's what's pushing the diamonds up today. All right. Now we've been relying on retail, and retail's been doing the job. XRT, nice day to the upside here again. All right, I don't know how many times we can go to the well on retail, but for now, they are still moving pretty good. Look at this Walmart; she cratered out this morning, took the day down, and now she goes 3 outside because she took the lows and she took out the highs. That is showing some real strength. All right. Back up to 117.45, which is, all right, this thing is probably going to, you know what's going to happen. It's going to come inside. If you buy it up here, it's going to come down a little bit. And then what are you going to do? You're going to whine. But if you hold on, and when it gets back up to 117, then you're going to dine. All right, so we'll see how that shakes out. Nice 3 there. We get that 3. What do I talk about? The 2 back up on these next 2 days. All right, we'll see if retail can keep it going. All right, Walmart better. Macy's got back up there too. Got all the way up to 23. Where did she get to? She got all the way to 23.87. I got to say, I sold some today. It's kind of jumping, coming back inside right now. It's back right now to 23.60. All right, so again, retail flattening out a little bit. So we'll look to see if anything's going to come down. Victoria's Secrets, a real nice day, but kind of running out of steam here too. This holding up really nice on the day. But when you come down to the 15s, you start to see how she's flattening out. All right. And now the one most important thing that I watch for is when we get these spikes to the upside, watch the volume. Okay. When things start to move up and then you see that volume dropping, that's when you want to start protecting. All right. Don't worry about your positions. Let me tell you something. There's gonna be more stocks to trade. There's gonna be more things to find. All right, and right now we have been in all the right places. That is for damn sure. We've been in the diamonds and we've been right about the diamonds. All right, and again, how many times can we go to the well? All right, we're gonna find out. We're gonna keep going until the well doesn't give anymore. All right, Soundhound and the other ones fell apart. AI. Just all of a sudden, look what happened with Soundhound. All right, so there you go. Had a nice little move this morning, and that was it, man. Boom. All right, and BBAI. These are the mini AIs. So probably the first to get whacked. You're 2-1 back inside here now. I don't know if this thing can get back up today. I wouldn't be surprised. BBAI is a little bit better too. So I don't know. I wouldn't go chasing any of that business right now. Joby, you hear me talking about Joby a lot. I don't really talk too much about it. I watch it and yell at it a lot myself. This one crapped out too. All right, but I still need less. You got the 2 up on the month, and you shouldn't be trading anything that is still stuck inside month. To be honest with you, all right. If you're 2 up on month and you're 2 up on week, you got your best shots. Okay, especially if you're trading off the dailies in your 60s and your 30s. All right, so stick with that. All right, it's okay for you to be out inside quarter because you got a lot of time. All right, you got a lot of time. We got 2 whole months, but you got a really short February. Remember that. But you got the longest month of the month. I think that, and I think December and January are the two longest months of the year. All right, so I talk about Joby. I don't talk about too much about it. Salesforce got better, guys. All right, I was able to get some. So it's still inside day. I really want this thing to take day up. I would feel so much better if it took day up. All right, so here, oh, wait, hold on a second. Am I crazy? I think I lost my mind. There you go. That's what I thought. I was looking at the 15s. There you go. 259.73. What I'm looking for is this guy right here. $265. Can you give me $3 more and go up $9 today? Gonna be difficult, but look at that day, right? That's a beauty going back up on Salesforce. Protect that position if you're in that position. And some of our, our general dynamics are, these guys, General Dynamics still holding up pretty damn well considering the 3-day action that it has here. All right, so General Dynamics continues to really show up. Lockheed Martin is the same way. Now it's starting to get tired here as you see it, right? You're starting to see some exhaustion risk. So these have made a nice move. Don't touch them. All right, that Iridium, I think that one might have some more room to the upside, but look at this, is giving it up again today too. All right, and even Raytheon, RTX, this one too, kind of holding the 2-1 inside. Be careful with this one. I'm in this one and I'm protecting this one because we'll wait and see what's going to happen. Boeing kind of fell off a little bit, but I think Boeing's still good. You got the shooter down on the day now. You had shooter down there and it gapped up. All right, so we'll see. I think Boeing is still going to be better, but don't be surprised if it goes back into 217, 218. You be whining, but if you hold it, you will be dining. All right, so you're going to just have to wait it out, folks. All right, so Boeing, I think Boeing's definitely going higher, and I definitely think it's better. All right, looking at the Mag 7 here right now, NVIDIA is sitting on the lows of the day. All right now. All right, NVIDIA. Yeah, the big hero. Poopy doopy with the 3-1 inside. Give me that 3-1-2 down. We are selling into we are selling into strength in AI. I've been talking about that. You know I've been talking about it because I've been saying it. I'm sticking to my guns on that one. All right. I still think NVIDIA is just not ready. All right. And Meta made a really good move here. So it's like this, 2 or 3 day thing that happened here, right? For Meta, it was down, up, and down, stuck back inside day. All right. So Meta, anything could go here. All right, anything going in there, and I say she's going to stay inside there today. All right, Amazon busted out. Now it's tired, and what it gave us about $14 in 2 days. We're not quite done with the second day, but Amazon really nice move with the 3-1-2. I mean, that's a beauty. All right, starting to find some exhaustion risk here, though, because if you go back down to the 15s right now, you're starting to see what's starting to get to create that chop. All right, that chop is getting created here. All right, so we wait and see how that's going to come out. You do have a 2-1-2 back up here. I'd say it's going to be hard to get back up to 242. All right, so Amazon, too much too fast, and they puke. Okay, it's just like a baby. All right, take that thing out of the kid's mouth, would you? Google, 313 down today, just not well. Gemini is not not firing well today at all. It tried to get going and then it went into chop fill on the 15s, and we pull it up on the day and you see what it looks like. Just not having its best day here with the 3-1-3 down. Now we talk about the 3-2-2 back down. All right. I still don't. I'm not believing in AI yet. All right. I think there's a lot more to come in on these guys still. All right, so Tesla down $22, man. He's on board, right? Eli's on ball on the downside. Look at the 3-1-2 down. Look at the 3-1-2 down on Tesla. All right, you got more. This thing's got more in the puking tank too. All right, so Tesla, not so good. Microsoft is trying to get a little rally here. Grandpa got beat up pretty hard. They don't recover easily either. Grandpa's not going to recover easily. Here's your inside day. All right, so she looks a little bit better, but we did break the month to the downside, but we did not break the quarter. So watch these bigger time frames, guys. All right, watch those. That's good. That's the better thing to look at than looking at a 30. 30s are going to fade real fast. All right. Got to get to a bigger time frame. All right. So Apple is really flat. Nothing today. Nothing to talk about at all in Apple. Apple's just dead. Completely dead. There you go. 3-2. Look at that. 3-2-2 down. Now you're going to see that Google do that 3-2-2 down like we just talked about. All right. I don't know if these guys come in and start killing these things now. But the one thing that I think will happen is that you might get the break, but these these retailers and these discretionaries and these health cares and these energies are not really the best right now, but they're going to work their way out. There's a lot of stuff to deal with over there. So that one, I wouldn't touch energy for right now. I would stick with the healthcare. Across the board, everything's made a nice big move today, and we look for the ones that can try to take up tomorrow. So that's what we're going to be looking for. I think we're going to be looking for the leftovers on healthcare and see what we can pick up if something's moving. All right. So we'll see that way. Nike, we talk about retail, which I already did, but Nike keeps cruising along very nicely, but she still is inside day. So again, you talk about the discretionaries, you are kind of a mixed bag in there. McDonald's, better day today now, took out the highs and the lows of the previous day. That is an outside day. All right, now this one, it's not going to be as easy to go 2-2 back up on this one, all right? I think this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. I think this stops the bleeding. I think that's what this does. It's a tourniquet right here. This outsider, that's a tourniquet, and then that stops the bleeding, but doesn't really fix it. You have time to heal. All right, so McDonald's, Starbucks, I did not check today. I just popped into my head here. Starbucks, look at that, 2-2 back up. All right, so Starbucks is getting it right. I think the price of coffee has come down just a tad as well. Venezuela, I think they get a lot of coffee, huh? Maybe. All right, so Starbucks, we'll see there. That one's definitely holding up pretty well. So that's interesting to see. All right, so discretionaries like Chipotle Mexican Grill. Did you hit 40? Not yet. Keeps trying. I think it's going to hit 40. All right, we got a gap to fill, folks. We got a gap to fill, and we haven't done it yet. Did that do it right there? What's that low? 39.59. 39.28. We're off by about 20 cents, guys. All right. That gap will get filled. All right. And we probably get back up to 40. Maybe even we get back up to 42. But we're gonna need the diamonds to keep pushing along. All right. What other group have we talked about that I haven't talked about here? We talked about health, talked about energy, we talked about discretionaries. Discretionaries, Ralph Lauren having a nice day today here. All right, RL, Ralph Lauren. The hotels are all higher today. Marriott's up higher today. Hilton's up higher today. All right, so that some of the hotels are better today. Some of the casinos are a little bit better today. I don't really like those that much. Airbnb, I was watching this thing yesterday. Maybe a 212 back up on Airbnb. Airbnb's starting to pick up a little steam, but it needs to take up the month. And it's very close. Keep an eye on this one. You might get a 212 tomorrow out of Airbnb. All right. This group is still pretty good. All right. And I'm going to finish it up with the last group that I haven't even looked at today. All right. We're 2 up on the day on a Staples. Look at that. It's finally taken a day up. All right. So this group has been left for dead. All right. Look at the month. It's just trying to get back into last month's business. All right. In the quarter, you're stuck inside really, really nasty in there. And there's your week. All right. So getting a little bit better. But these guys just don't want to go. How about Procter and Gamble? A little better today. All right. I still didn't get hit at 138. I'm not going to get 138 probably, but I really would. But this is garbage, man. All right. I mean, these are things that people have to buy, but the things that they're buying a lot less. Okay, they're buying a lot less. That's what's going on with the staples. All right, and then we'll go a couple of the big ones here. Colgate. I mean, you're gonna need more toothpaste. 2 down now on the month here already. 2 down on the month. Hasn't breaking quarter. If you notice, a lot of these they did break month, but then when they come back inside, you could be into it. That could be a spot where you could get back in when you're coming back in through the quarter. All right, even if you want to take through that quarter there at 81.12 right now, I just don't know. All right, but we know they're bad. Coca-Cola, just another one. Look at this thing. Exhaustion risk to the downside on the staples. I mean, at some point, I'm going to say we have to start buying them. All right. They might just gap up one day. All right, but look at Coke. Look at that on the weekly. All right, just garbage. Not going anywhere, man. Pepsi's the same way. There's your Pepsi. Breaks the quarter with the month. Pepsi. All right. Nobody wants a Pepsi, I guess. I don't know what's going on. But the staples, they are not moving, folks. All right, so that group has still been left for dead. And what do I say about that all the time? They're always the last ones to go. All right, so right now, they already went through energy pretty good. They're still working on retail, and they're still working on discretionaries because those are still both really doing well. And now today we got health because we haven't had health at all. All of a sudden, we got a nice day in healthcare. Industrials have already made the move. We know that for sure. The utilities maybe are still kind of garbagey. What do we got with those? Yeah, so these are still stuck now too. All right, so no utilities anytime soon either right now, unless you want to get that 2-1 back up. But utilities are down, staying down right now. Natty gas. It's warm here in Chicago today. All right, it's 44 degrees in Chicago right now. All right, so it's pretty nice here. All right, so that's it, right? And so that leaves us left alone with the staples. The XLC communication, that is another one that I did not talk about. And then there's real estate, and that's real mixed bag. All right, if you like anything in there, I like American Tower. And I like that CBRE. CBRE is a better one there too. But I don't know. That public storage has had a too nice day up here on that one. So we'll see. Real estate, I don't know. They're kind of divided there. They should get better though. And there's our staples. All the beer is still down. All right. Molson Golden hasn't broke the month, and it's trying to find. Um, could get into a position down here with these things. See if these things start to get better here. All right, starting to do a little something there on the monthly. I can see 2-1 inside on the day. Molson Golden, Coors, just garbage. They just don't like the beer. Chocolate, cocoa still got the higher prices, and that's what's been holding down Hershey. So, and then there's Archer Daniels Midland. It's better here today. All right, ADM is nice. All right, real nice day there. All right, so that's really it, man. I told you about the Mag 7 since we've talked. Apple's gotten a little bit better. Microsoft is really trying, man. I'll tell you, Grandpa is like pedaling real hard, and he's gonna get tired, and he's gonna go down. All right, they did take the day though. Look at that. When we started this, we were inside, and now we're 2 up. All right, so I think you're still trapped inside this pattern. So don't get carried away. It has a nice hammer though. It could go into force, so keep an eye on it if that's what you're into, if that's what you like. So I would say stick with your Salesforces, stick with your SAPs, and these are your cloud stocks. I see SAP trying to come back up there. Look at Autodesk is one of the better ones there. Autodesk is having a decent, it's a 1-1 day, so that someone's going to have to come a 2-1 time. All right, so Autodesk is better in that group. Snowflake is a little better. I think these are better than the AI stocks right now. All right, so look at that. Snowflake 2-2 back up now. All right, so that group is good, and it seems like the cyber stocks are kind of sticking with the tech right now. Better day today for advanced micro devices because they're doing this thing in Vegas. So that's why we're getting movement here. AMD downer again here now. All right. So Huang was talking. They were all talking today in Vegas about AI. I think they're more looking for money. They probably got a little bucket out there saying, throw some tips in the jar. All right. So that's what we'll see what happens. All right. I'm going to let it go here. I probably won't get back to you at the end of the day, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. Be good.